Yo, hello there. Challenger advice in here. So this video is specifically made for junglers, but anybody can watch it, of course. So, uh, you want to say gank, mid lane, bot lane, top lane, it doesn't matter. So often laners reward this bush, right? Now I also gonna reveal it with the indicators. I'm gonna use it with indicators so everybody can see it with their eyes. So these wards can see up to a limited amount. So what does that mean? If you're smart enough, you're not trying to gank through this area, right? What you want to do is just sneak up, hug the wall, and wrap around. And then you can go for an easier gank angle. Because no matter how much how deep I put this ward in this bush, it won't reveal this area. It just won't. And more than often laners ward bushes, right? More than often. Now some of them will be smarter. If the enemy champion of course has no dash, then they will really likely also like ward this bush, right? So they have a better like vision and they can spot the enemy jungler more easily, right? Then they also can see invades. But more than often laners ward these two bushes, right? The other smart thing to watch out for, more than often top laners how they ward when they go for the deep ward, is something like this. So they want to have as much vision as possible. The only issue with that is that this is very tricky. This is very tricky actually. So this area, if you hug the wall as a jungler, look, this is very tricky because it really looks like that ward is covering this area as well. It's a bit tricky. So when so only in here you will be visible for the enemy laner if you hug the wall. Now arguably you can counter this by placing a ward in here, right? Not quite at the end but in the middle, alright? So you can see both sides, or if you're even smarter you can do something like this as well. So you have a wider range of vision overall, right? Also, the other important thing to watch out for as a jungler, more than often laners do ward actually bushes from the jungle side, right? So if you lane gank, then it's way less likely that they actually gonna ward these bushes, right? But it depends. Your laners can also ping it if it's warded or not. Usually people ward bushes against hooking champs, right? Usually bush camping hooking champs. So that's one thing to watch out for. Same thing applies to bot lane, right? Depends how they place their ward, of course. If they place it something like this. Wait, let's actually skip forward. Let's allow those wards to expire first, right? So again, it depends on their placement. The more it hugs the wall, the less likely it's gonna spot the enemy. For example, this one doesn't spot the enemy jungler, right? So they could actually sneak through the whole vision up to this area, right? Or even through that area. So they could actually sneak through this ward completely. Now, how do you even know that the enemy bot laners warded this bush? I mean, they could ban ward anywhere really. So one consistent way to know that they actually did ward the edge at the wall, right? Close to the wall. If they bounce a ward, so if they position this way, right? And they click in here, they will bounce a ward, right? And when they bounce a ward, they don't have vision over this area. So if you're a jungler and you want to gank from the river side, get a quick gank done, you can actually walk in here. And these wards won't spot you. Four enemies. Four enemies. Gentlemen. Those are lots of enemies. Now, one other thing to watch out for, of course, same thing applies, of course, to the bot side of the mid lane. If you hug the wall, no matter how deep they place the ward down in the bushes, they can see you. I'm gonna show you guys a live example. Boom. I'm gonna place down on here. Boom. They can see it. They can see. So Summoner Shift itself can be really tricky, right? Now, what else should I show you guys? That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to actually talk about. Maybe there are some other specific warding spots, but these are the main ones you should watch out for as a jungler. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comment section, or if you have anything smart to say to add to the conversation, make sure to leave a comment. That's it from now. Have a nice day.